Today we're going to try Chipotle's newest menu item, which is not a new menu item, but in fact a TikTok hack, which apparently was so popular that Chipotle decided to jump in on it. I guess this is the new realm of marketing. I got to wipe my fingers off. This is the new realm of marketing in the modern age. We have a TikTok star, influencer extraordinaire by the name of Keithadilla, I believe. I'm sorry, I had to write this down on a pencil. It's actually very hard to see. So we have a TikTok star by the name of Keithadilla. He put out a video on TikTok and said, hey, try this hack. Get a steak quesadilla and put fajita vegetables in the quesadilla. And that's pretty much the hack. And also mix sour cream with their honey chipotle vinaigrette to make it kind of like a Philly cheesesteak. And he gave it a 10 out of 10 on his reviews. I don't know how lenient he is with his reviews. I've never actually seen the video. I just read this off of the Chipotle press release where they said, quote, Fajita Quesadilla inspired by TikTok trend. So I ordered the Keithadilla, which is on the Chipotle app. They just have it right there. You can just hit Keithadilla and it gives you all the stuff that you want, including the honey vinaigrette. So here's what I got. You get the quesadilla in their little thing with the corn salsa and sour cream. I'm trying not to spill it. With corn salsa and sour cream, and you notice the middle one's empty. That's because they gave me the vinaigrette on the side here. I guess they didn't want to give me a lot of it. Maybe they're rationing it out or something, because they gave me a half-filled cup on the side instead of, you know, filling up the trough. But whatever. It was $11.40, which to me is crazy expensive. You might know this before if you see me do a Chipotle review. I think that they're way out of price for what they are. And I should also note that the press release mentioned someone named Alexis Frost, who apparently also did, she followed Keith on TikTok and did her own version with different sides. I didn't get that one, I got the Keith one, but those two people on TikTok are what inspired this dish, which I paid for and wrote on the back of my Chipotle receipt. So we're gonna try it out. It's basically a fajita vegetable steak quesadilla, which sounds fine to me. The only problem I really have is that I don't honestly like Chipotle steak too much. But what I'm most curious about is this. This is really more interesting to me than the other things. I'm gonna try mixing this, like he said, with the sour cream. So I'm gonna try to put it here and balance it. I'm gonna dip in both and mix them together because that's what he said is the best way to do it. Mix the sour cream and this Chipotle honey sauce, vinaigrette sauce, which is right here, and I'm gonna take a bite. Here we go. Oh. All right, I gotta give a shout out to my boy Keith here. Again, I didn't watch the video. I will watch it after this because I want to give him the credit of watching it, give him the view, even though he doesn't really need it, but because I actually think that this is possibly the best menu hack that I've personally experienced. I usually don't go for menu hacks, and I don't count things like In-N-Out's secret menu as a menu hack. That's not a menu hack. I'm talking things like the McGangbang and stuff like that. McGangbang is a classic, but this, I think, is honestly the best one I've ever done. Usually I don't go for them, as I said. And it's especially the mixture of the Chipotle honey vinaigrette, which I've never had before, but is fantastic. I like it a lot. And the sour cream, man, it really works together. I don't know, you know, he experimented and discovered this, good on him. I don't know how he came to this conclusion, but it works. He's not lying when he says it tastes like a Philly cheesesteak. When you dip this in the Chipotle honey vinaigrette and the sour cream and mix it together with the peppers and the steak, it really does kind of taste like a Philly cheesesteak, which is odd. But either way, it's a delicious combination. It's a delicious flavor combination. I wouldn't normally say this. Like Chipotle, to me, I don't really like their steak, as I've said before. I stick with the barbacoa if I'm going to get it, but I rarely ever get Chipotle unless I'm getting like a BOGO deal or something by texting or something like that. If I get some kind of deal, I'll go get it, but I don't like to spend the money. $11.40 for this is still really expensive, in my opinion, and not necessarily worth it. But I do think that if you are going to Chipotle, if you're a Chipotle person, this hack is probably a must try. I mean, it honestly might be the best thing on the menu if you take it together. And I like the barbacoa a lot, but this works so well. The steak with the fajita vegetables, and specifically you have to get the vinaigrette and the sour cream and mix them together because it really enhances it. Like the quesadilla on its own, whatever. Once you dip it in the vinaigrette and the sour cream, it just takes it to a whole new level. Which is why Alexis Frost, she didn't do that. So I'm sorry. I don't like just the combination of the fajita vegetables and the steak. I mean, it's fine. It's okay, but it's really that honey vinaigrette mixed with the sour cream that just takes this to a new level. And it could work on a lot of things. I don't think it would necessarily have to be a steak quesadilla. You could probably use it on other things, but it works really nicely with the steak quesadilla with the vegetables to make a kind of cheesesteaky flavor, which is, you know, really cool. And I guess organically happened. I don't know. I assume that the Keith Lee just came up with this and it all worked out and he got paid. Good stuff. Good for you. Take the money where you can get it. I think that this is fantastic, honestly. And one pro tip for you, dip it in the sour cream first and then the honey vinaigrette, because when you do it the other way, it really does not work. When you dip it in the honey vinaigrette first and then try to go for the sour cream will just slide right off. You need to go sour cream first, put it on a good liberal amount, then go into the honey vinaigrette, and it'll stick to the quesadilla, essentially. If you do it the other way, it's kind of a mess. So always go sour cream first. That's my recommendation. And Keith also went with the corn salsa as the third option. You know, you can really get whatever you want there. I don't particularly like the corn salsa, but that's what I got because it was with the Keithadilla meal. But you could get a third side of whatever you want. You could get regular salsa or whatever else they have. I'm not sure what else they give as sides, but you don't really need that. That's not even part of the equation. It's just the sauce with the sour cream and the steak and fajita vegetable quesadilla. So I'm impressed. Honestly, I'm very impressed. I was not expecting to like this as much as I did. I'm usually disappointed in Chipotle, and I think that this is awesome. The only real thing I don't like about it is the price of $11.40 here. Could be cheaper or more expensive depending on where you live, but I don't think it's gonna be that much difference. You're still gonna be paying over 10 bucks for this, I think, no matter where you are. And that's a little bit pricey for what is a pretty small quesadilla. It's not like it's gigantic. I understand that I may be in a unique situation in Texas. I can go to a bunch of different Mexican places and get huge quesadillas for like 10 bucks that are, you know, delicious and a lot better quality. But I can't get that honey vinaigrette with the sour cream there. I guess I can get the sour cream, but I can't get the honey vinaigrette, and that's key. That stuff is really, really, really good. They should package it up and sell it in stores because it's fantastic. And I never even heard of it before now, but it's just a great sauce. So yeah, I'm gonna go with a 5. I was about to give it a 4 because of the price, but I'm gonna give it a solid 5 because I think that it's really good. And I would like people to try it and tell me what they think because I really enjoyed it. Right now, I did use a coupon code. It wasn't unfortunately a BOGO, but right now there is a coupon code. If you're watching this the first few days after it came out, after this video came out on March 2nd, 2023, I don't know how long until this coupon code expires, but if you put avocado, then you can get a free bottled drink or 22-ounce fountain drink. But don't get the fountain drink. That's a fool's game. Get a free drink. You can get a free Mexican Coke, a free Mexican Sprite, a free Izzy, a free tea, whatever. Those things that are like $3.50 a bottle. You get one of those free. So that kind of takes the sting out of the $11.40 a little bit for me to get the nice Mexican Sprite, which I did, which is great. So that takes the sting out of it a bit. But if money's not a concern, get it anyway. And if money is a concern, I still think it's probably worth trying. It's honestly that good that I'm willing to get over the fact that the price is $11.40. So check out the TikTok inspired Keithadilla at Chipotle, which is again a steak quesadilla with fajita vegetables added and with sour cream and honey vinaigrette on the side, mixed together, important, and dipped in that. So that's that, and I will see you all next time.